Good evening, students. Welcome to the third part of your first chapter of business studies, banking transaction. In the previous class, you have already learnt about the relationship between bankers and customers, role of banks and post offices in financial transaction, different types of banks and the different types of bank accounts that we can open in a bank. In this class, you will learn about how to open a bank account and the importance of opening a bank account. There are 7 steps to open a bank account. This is a very important question for you from your examination point of view. The first step to open a bank account is you need to decide the type of account you want to open and the bank in which you want to open. The first thing is you need to decide a bank. You may choose from any of the nationalized banks, private banks, regional banks, or even a cooperative bank. Then, after selecting a bank, you have to select what type of account you want to open in that bank. You need to choose from either a saving bank account, a current bank account, a fixed term deposit, or a recurring term deposit depending upon your need. The second step is to meet the bank official. After you have decided the bank and the kind of bank account you need, you have to go and approach the bank official and inform them about your wish to open an account in the bank. The third procedure is to fill up the proposal form. Once you go to the bank and approach the bank people, they will give you an account opening form. The account opening form will have the details with regard to your name, your address, your occupation, and other details. You need to make 2 or 3 specimen signatures in that form. Once a signature is done, the signature cannot be changed. If the account is to be opened in joint names, that is, in more than 2 people's name, then the form must be signed jointly and the specimen signature should be given in separate specimen signature cards. Accounts can be opened in individual name or in joint name. In joint name may be like it may be removed in the name of you and either of your parents, like your mother or your father. Nowadays, banks insist on submitting passport size photographs for the purpose of identification. Apart from that, submission of self-attested copy of Aadhaar card is nowadays mandatory to open a bank account. Once you have filled up the form, the next procedure is you need to give reference for opening your bank account. Banks normally require reference or introduction of the prospective account holder by any of the existing account holder or some respectable person. For example, if you need to open an account in a particular bank, for example, if you want to open an account in Canara Bank in Jalnagar branch, when you go to the bank, you need somebody who already has an account in that branch needs to introduce you by doing the introducer sign. Only then you can open an account in a bank. The introducer introduces the prospective account holder by signing his specimen signature in the column meant for it. This reference or introduction is required to safeguard the interest of the bank. The next procedure is you need to submit the bank account form duly filled along with all the documents, that is address proof like your Aadhaar card, your ration card, your electricity bill, PAN card, photographs, etc. The 6th step is acceptance of the bank official. Once you have submitted the duly filled form to the bank people check whether the form is filled completely in all respects and the documents that have been submitted are in order or not. Only after they are satisfied with the completion of the documents, he clears the proposal form. The next step is initial deposit. After getting the proposal form cleared, The initial amount is deposited in the bank through challan. Different banks have different procedures and different initial amount. For example, for students, they remove zero balance account. It means you need not keep any money for removing an account. Other banks require a deposit of minimum of 500, or some banks, private banks, even require a minimum deposit of 5,000. It depends from bank to bank. Once you pay the amount, the bank issues a passbook, a checkbook, and a plain slip in case of saving account. In case of fixed deposit, a separate form has to be filled and fixed deposit receipt is issued. In case of current account, a checkbook is also given. For recurring deposit account, passbook and pay-in slip books are issued. Thus, with this, a bank account can be opened. We shall now see what are the advantages of opening a bank account. Bank accounts are safe to keep money for both short and long period of time. It provides safety to our money from theft, natural disasters and others. In short, bank accounts help us to live a tension-free life. Second, bank account helps in making payment. Bank accounts are easy and convenient to make and receive payment. We can easily make payments by using internet banking. It also allows us to make online payment in any part of the world in a much lesser time. Third, bank account helps in collection of money. It is especially very good for business people. If anyone has to give us money, we can tell them to directly credit it into our account. Fourth one, bank account holders get advances and loans. Banks give advances and loans only to bank account holders. If we have bank accounts, we can opt for personal loans, housing loans, educational loans, vehicle loans and different types of loans. Fifth, bank accounts helps in smooth financial transaction. Financial transactions that are done to bank account are more transparent and reliable than non-banking accounts. Sixth, bank account holders can get safe deposit locker facility. Nowadays, safe locker deposits are very essential to safeguard our valuable things like gold, property papers and others. If we want to have a safe deposit locker in a bank, we need to compulsory have a bank account. Thus, these are the advantages of opening a bank account.